Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and I've kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and maintenance. Today we're going to talk about 3 common side dishes that are found in American restaurants and American kitchens and whether or not you should eat them. Now, before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, which has hundreds of articles and recipes, my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon. And if you like podcasts, check out The Awakened Man, which is very health related. And if you like movies, I have The Cinema Rag. Rate and review both of those on Apple and or Spotify. Lastly, if you appreciate my content, there's a link for PayPal for a donation. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 food items that are very, very common that people eat pretty much every day. In some parts of the world, they eat it daily and even for breakfast, and whether or not you should be eating these items. So let's just get to it. No particular order. Rice. Rice is a common mainstay pretty much everywhere, especially in the southern hemisphere. You look at in Asia, you look in Latin America, and certainly here in America, we eat rice all the time. Now, you will find different people telling you different things about rice. How rice is horrible for your intestines, how rice is empty calories, how rice is a complete waste of caloric input at all. My view on rice is a little different. It's not because I'm a gigantic riceaholic. I do have like one of those little things where you put like some rice in hot water, you turn it on, 30 minutes later you got rice. But I don't really eat a lot of rice, to be honest. I probably eat rice when I have Thai food because I eat curry. So they typically give you rice to calm it down. Sometimes when I go to Indian restaurants, sometimes with Mexican food. But as a whole, I'm not a big rice person. I would tell you that with rice, if you're going to eat rice because you like rice, do the brown rice, long grain brown rice. Tends to be a little more nutrient dense. And I would tell you that in general, rice is one of those things that calorically and nutritionally doesn't have a lot, but it's not something that should be an impediment for being in shape, because look at the Japanese. The Japanese eat tons of rice, and they were, up until the standard American diet being shipped over there, didn't have a problem at all with staying in shape. So again, if you're trying to lose weight, it's going to be different. I would limit your rice, and if you're trying to maintain weight, then rice, I think you should definitely incorporate here and there. If you like rice. If you don't like rice, don't worry about rice. But if you like rice, I would do the brown rice because it's just more nutrient dense. Number 2, it's going to be potatoes or mashed potatoes, whatever form of potatoes. Potatoes don't really have a lot of nutrition in it. It is the most commonly consumed vegetable in America because of French fries, but most people don't really consider it a vegetable. I'll tell you, with potatoes as a whole, really to avoid them. And again, this is going to go more for weight loss or weight maintenance. You can certainly have a little more latitude when it comes to weight maintenance. But when it comes in general, they have even less nutrition than rice, certainly brown rice. And there's not much to be gained from them. Certainly we know French fries are fried and trans fats, and so we want to limit French fries as much as we can. And yes, you can slice them up and turn them into fries and bake them. I mean, there's things you can do to potatoes, but overall, they really don't have a lot of nutrition. If you do like potatoes of some caliber, of some form, sweet potatoes are more nutrient dense, yams and so forth. And I would definitely tell you to eat those more than the other ones. The last one we're going to talk about is pasta. Now, pasta, I mean, you don't have to be Italian to like pasta. Everybody loves pasta, aside from some 3-year-olds I know who won't eat pasta, which is like mind-boggling. But everybody likes pasta. Pasta is essentially wheat-based, so it is very gluten-y. And it tastes good, like with all the carbs, like with bread. I mean, think about Italian food. Italian food is just essentially three ingredients in different mixes and matches. But it tastes good. You put some sauce on it, you eat with bread, with cheese. I mean, it's great. Italian food's great. That's why we see tons of Italian restaurants in every town. We don't see German and British restaurants because people don't really like that food. So it's the same thing here. It's based on wheat. And it's essentially flour, so it's not even the nutrient parts of wheat. And again, empty calories and a lot of calories. We know like marathon runners will carb load, for example. So it's a lot of empty calories. And so I would tell you, if you're trying to lose weight, try to limit your pasta. But if you're trying to maintain weight, I would probably eat it here and there. Now, there are today so many alternatives. You can get the pasta that is based on like protein infused pasta. You can get the whole wheat pasta and so forth. So I would probably get the ones that have more protein in it because they're going to be more filling. Because the problem with all 3 of these things, rice, potatoes, and pasta is that they don't fill you up. Whereas opposed to steak, bacon, and eggs, they fill you up. All of us could eat tons of the aforementioned three. So that's one of the reasons that it's problematic. You typically see like the carb-based foods don't fill you up, and therefore the carb-based foods are easier to abuse. But with each of these three things, you do have options and facets, and I would tell you ultimately pick the ones that are more nutrient dense, so like brown rice, sweet potatoes, protein infused pasta, and just eat them sparingly, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. How often do you eat these three things? Do you see it as any type of impediment to your weight loss or weight maintenance? Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.